hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too. I am out traveling again, little bunny. Do you remember last week? I was out in the American Wild West, except it's the Wild West 100 years later when they have Taco Bell and highways. But there was a little bit of that flavor with the cacti and just the nature, this deep, deep connection to the world as it once was. It's something I don't get too much, being a city dweller and loving the city life, that going on vacation just away from everything is really, really nice. So maybe you, little bunny, are out living in nature, and you vacation to come to the city to see what I get to do. Isn't it so fun? We always want a little taste of what we don't have. Oh, it's a little bit windy, so I'm sorry if there's all this wind blowing in your little bunny ears. But, okay, I'm traveling somewhere way different now. I wonder if you can guess. So I'm still in the United States of America right now. But I am somewhere very contrasting with the Wild Wild West, with Taco Bell, in the era of Taco Bell, which ironically is kind of like meant to be the Southwest food. Anyway, I am kind of out in nature. Let's play the guessing game. I'm kind of out in nature, but instead of on the west, the frontier, it's actually in time the opposite of that. This is the first European settlers, if you don't count potentially the Vikings, but the settlers, these ones were from England. You know where I am. I am in New England, so to speak. It's a little bit north of New York City. And it has this theme of sailing and ships and fishing, and I'm in a spot in nature, but this is such kind of like a European-centric thing, where I'm looking at trees, or maybe they're vines, if you will, but instead of being natural and growing where they will, they're in rows upon rows upon rows of vines. It's like nature, but it's controlled, bowing down to the human will. Oh, excuse me. I'll give you a little saliva in your ears. Not the locked audio kind. That's a good one. Man, okay. Write that down in the daddy note for the locked audio. Okay. Rows upon rows of vines, little bunny. I am at a winery. And we're not going to whine in life, we're going to win in life, so let's call it Winnery. I'm at a Winnery. I don't really care for wine that much, so maybe it's not a Winnery. Maybe it's a neutralery. But I'm enjoying it, especially with you. There's a highway, man. Can't escape from the highways, little bunny. I'm going to walk. Wow, I'm walking through one of the corridors of vines to get away from the highway, so I can really have some privacy with you, my little bunny. Wow. Yeah, it's so funny. So I mentioned it's kind of a European thing to make nature bow down to the human will. Do you know a country that has an aesthetic that's totally the opposite? It's, if you think of a world map, and if England is on the far west, and if you forget about the New World, which is, of course, you don't want to forget about it, but there's a lot of really good stuff happening in the New World before the Europeans came. But it's called the East, and it's Japan. It's basically as far east as you can go in relation to England, and I guess even New England. But anyway, I'm thinking of this wonderful Japanese garden. That's really what I'm trying to get at. Bringing it back to gardens, little bunny. And maybe you can help me figure out what kind of garden our garden is. My garden, little bunny. The garden named after me. But I guess it belongs to both you and me and your fellow bunnies. But it belongs to me. Let's face it. I just don't want you to take it over. There will be no rebellions tolerated in the garden while there be a little bunny. No, but the magic of the garden is because you're here. There's no fun of it. It's just me and my garden. Okay, so this was a long time ago, long before the garden, actually. I was in Portland, Oregon, and they have the most incredible garden in the middle of the city. It's kind of tucked away in this mountain. I don't know how they did it. It's really, really impressive. But it's like up this mountain, and they have a European garden. I think it's French specifically. And everything is very, like the plants are all trimmed in such ways where they look very square, like shrubs. And they have flower beds that are very laid out in these mathematical ways. It looks very, very controlled. You can think of like a courtyard, if you will. And then you go next door, and there's the Japanese garden. And I have been to Japan, little bunny. I've been to some actual Japanese gardens. The Japanese garden in Portland, Oregon was the most incredible Japanese garden I've ever been to. And the aesthetic there is that you kind of enhance nature. It's almost... how do I describe it? It's like a more extreme version of nature, if you can understand that. So, I'm in the absolute opposite type of garden right now, this winery. I wonder if we'll have I'm not really care for wine, as I said. I wonder if we'll have something like this. We should have a Winnery in the garden. What would our Winnery be? Where we just get around and we win at everything. Wahaha. Oh, what does it mean to win, little bunny? Maybe we could talk about that a little bit. I have some interesting things to say about winning. As you know, I'm kind of an expert on winning. Would you agree? Of course you'd agree, little bunny. And hang on tight. Because I'm taking you with me through every single win that we have in life. Oh, these rows look pretty. So interesting, though. Extracting tasty things from nature, if you think wine is tasty. What's something tasty we can say? Oh, we did taste a little wine. Our favorite one, Queen Little Bunny and I shared a little flight, little tiny sips of a certain number, like a handful of different wines. We liked the one that tasted like cranberry juice. And it had cranberries from, I guess, these very vines right here. I want to go to one of the vines. I don't see any fruits on here. Oh, wait, I do. Oh, they're very small and budding. I guess this is very early season, maybe. I don't know. I guess they age these wines for a long period of time. So it's like these. Oh, wow. These very little berries I'm looking at. Someone will drink in about 2 years. Thinking ahead to the future. It's very good, little bunny, too. Live in the moment and think ahead for the future. Get yourself a nice little path of life. And then just do it one step at a time. Do you feel overwhelmed by anything right now, little bunny, in your life? Well, I have some good news. You will never, ever have to do something more than one thing at a time. You literally can't do more than one thing at a time. You think you can multitask. We have the data. You basically are not multitasking. You're like doing one thing at a time, hopping between things. So just embrace it. All you're ever going to do is one thing at a time. So if you think of this mountain of stuff you have to do, oh my God, there's this huge obligation you have, and there's this huge amount of work to get done, or something like that. there's a gargantuan thing causing you stress. You know what? Your brain is playing tricks on you. It thinks it's got to do it all at once, and you're thinking about it like, oh my God, there's all this stuff on my plate. I'm so stressed. I'm walking up a hill, by the way. That's why your daddy is starting to get a little winded. A little winded, yeah, a little bunny. Oh God. Daddy jokes. Yeah. Your brain thinks you got to do all those things at once. But when you feel like that, grab your hand hug. Maybe I'll give you one. This is a specialized hand hug. You can still use it whenever, but I encourage you to use it next time you feel like there's a huge amount of stress on your plate. Okay, so you know how to make the hand hug. This is so fun. I love how we're developing these new things. Okay, you make a fist with your thumb in between your middle and ring finger. Make a fist with your thumb in between your ring and middle finger. And you can give it a little squeeze. You can see it's kind of like a little, feels kind of nice, doesn't it? Just a little snug hug. Snug hand hug. Oh wow, I have a nice view at the top of this hill. You know what? This is a win. I want to soak this in. Wow. And the sun is so nice, and I have sunscreen and sunglasses. Wow. This is really, really nice. I'm really glad you're here with me. You and I are both winning right now. Wow. Okay, so this hand hug is going to be used whenever you feel like there's so much on your plate and you're overwhelmed, or this task you have is just, you get this crushing feeling just thinking about it. It's the act of thinking about this thing that makes your body do all these, feel all these horrible, horrible, stressful things. Okay, here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Squeeze your hand. I'm squeezing too. Do you feel me? I'm sending this right to you. I'm sending this energy of calm. Calm. Relax your hand just a little bit. Not too tight, little bunny. Yeah. Okay. One thing at a time. Say it with me. One thing at a time. Again. One thing at a time. Okay. And I'm going to release. Okay. Let's practice using it, and then I'll give you another one. So, what's something that feels like a gargantuan task? And you're like, oh my God, this is so much stuff. I can't even start. It's too stressful. What is it? Well, I'll try to think of something. I'm so good at living in the moment that I don't experience this as much. I used to experience this all the time. Then I did a bunch of journaling. I did so much journaling, little bunny. And all the stuff I figured out is basically what I'm telling you. You're cheating, little bunny. You're getting all this wisdom for free. And I was in a really, really, really tough spot mentally. I just journaled my way out of it. So here's one of them. Okay. This whole thinking small, yeah. It's just one thing at a time. You're never going to have to do more than one thing at a time. Okay. What's this gargantuan task? I think I have mine. Okay. I'll keep it to myself, because this is about you, not about me. Okay. Make your hand hug again. I'm not going to send it to you. In fact, I'm not going to hand hug at all right now. I'm going to make you do it. Okay? So I just gave you a hand hug, just to refresh. When you squeeze your hand like this, squeeze your thumb in this little fist, you're going to feel this relaxing energy from your daddy, straight from me. And you're going to wash away any feelings of being overwhelmed. And your world becomes small. You'll just do one thing at a time. Okay? On your own. Ready, go. Squeeze whenever you want. Just enjoy the washing feeling of relaxation. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to replenish your hand hug. So, this is convoluted. I feel like this might be a whole convoluted the podcast. very least, if you're like, oh my God, Daddy, why are you giving me this homework? Why are you making me think? You don't have to do this. You can just relax your mind. Yeah. Just relax. Okay. If you want another charge to your hand deck, I'm going to send it in 1, 2, 3, and there you go. I'm squeezing. I'm sending it to you, squeezing back. Yeah. Okay. And release. You can use that up whenever you need, whenever you feel overwhelmed. Okay, enough of the technical stuff. Let's go walk through another corridor of the lines. Of this Winnery. Look at how much... There's this kind of machinery. There's these gears that look very ominous. Or the gears, they're like blades. They're like spinning blades that can chop off the vines. Wow. Should we talk about winning, little bunny? I think there's a really important subtlety. You like that word, subtlety? It's a great one to say. Subtlety about the concept of winning. And I want you to win, little bunny. I want you to be okay with winning. I want you to be aiming for winning. And there's something really important about it. There's actually 2 kinds of winning, little bunny. If you think of a game of basketball is happening right now. I don't know if anyone checked. I think one of the teams might have won the big basketball tournament in America. If you win at basketball, it means the other team lost. Only one can win. Yeah? In a game. One wins, one loses. Or in the entire tournament. It's kind of crazy. Basically, if there's, 20 teams or something, then one can win and 19 have to lose. So this is a kind of what we call a zero-sum game. Think back to just the team. Oh gosh, is it lessons again? Just tune me out, little bunny. You don't want to be in little bunny school. In daddy's school. Daddy little bunny school, whatever it says. It's not even school. Just guidance. Just you hanging out with me. You can just tune me out. So this is important, though. Zero-sum game. If you think of just the one game of basketball, you got one team that wins, one team that loses. And let's say there's no ties. You can have ties as well, but if you think of winning as being a +1, and then losing is a -1, then no matter who wins or loses, you still average to 0. So winning is just about being above average, essentially. And by becoming above average, you make someone else below average. So that's one kind of winning, where you have to make someone else lose in order to win. That's called a zero-sum game. Now, that's not the only kind of winning there is, little bunny. There's another winning. So that's like a win-lose. One person wins, one person loses. Or one team wins, one team loses. That's not the only kind of winning, little bunny. What's the other kind of winning that one can have? It's not win-lose. It is, say it with me, little bunny, win-win. Oh, I see someone picking the vines. He's going clip, 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 clip. Oh, is he coming our way? Little does he know. Oh, he threw them out into the woods. What is he doing then? Wonder if he's sabotaging the garden. The winery. He wants it to be illusory. Maybe he's from a nearby winery, and he's whining about us winning at this winery. And he wants us to be illusory because he thinks this is a zero-sum game, and by screwing up our winery over here and making us illusory, then that's going to make him a winner. And that's not really the kind of games that we play in the garden. And that's not really how pretty much all of life works. Zero-sum games are basically just in sports, things like chess. In life, just in general, it's way more about the win-win. There's so many ways you can win. It's like 99% of ways you can win don't require someone else to lose. So what's an example of a win-win? It's you and me right now, little bunny. So I had to sneak away. Had to, got to, chose to sneak away from Queen Little Bunny and the family members we were with. I was like, I gotta go. Take my handheld recorder that I brought. Because we're not at the recording studio of sorts, which is our bedroom. And yeah, I snuck out here, and I'm having a little more fun. Don't tell them, Little Bunny. Okay, that's our secret. So I just came out here, walking through these fields that I've never done before, and I'm having a better time than I would have had if I didn't record this right now. So I'm winning right now. I made a choice, and that choice resulted in me having a really, really good time. Yeah, I created that out of thin air. Something I created is just this little walk, this decision to go bring the handheld recorder and walk through these fields of vines. So I'm winning. And you know who else is winning, Little Bunny? Say it with me. Well, you can't say it with me. You are winning. Now you say I'm winning. Okay, ready? I'm winning, Little Bunny. Say it with me. I'm winning. You're winning just by having a nice relaxing time. Listening to your daddy talk to you. Listening to him tell you how much he loves you. How grateful he is for you. You're helping me win right now, Little Bunny. If you weren't here, this would be a really boring walk. I mean, I would make it interesting, but it means so much more to have you with me. Wow. I'm back up the hill. I want to soak this in. This is so nice. It's picture perfect. Just imagine rows and rows of vines and then a nice little white house in a parking lot. We can ignore the highway to the left. Or we can keep it in there. It's a reminder of something. I don't know what. We can make that highway nice. Let's take the highway. So that right now the highway is a lose. I was like, oh, there's this loss of this highway right here. And now we're going to turn that into a win. So work with me, Little Bunny. How do we make this highway with these cars? I hate cars, honestly. They're kind of noisy. It doesn't look nice. And they are just passing through. How do we make that a win? Well, that road brought me here, Little Bunny. That road brought you here. We couldn't get here without that road. And those cars that I find so annoying. We wouldn't be here without them either. And this winery couldn't exist without that road. Because they gotta ship all those grapes and wine bottles and things out into the world. So all this is possible because of that road right there. So I'm thankful for that road. That road is giving me this experience right now. It's all thanks to this road. It's like an artery bringing the blood of life here to this Winnery, bringing your daddy here, and with him his little bunny. Wow. Now we're winning. We're winning even more than we were. And no one has to lose as a result of this. Yeah? You can just create wins. Just create them over and over and over again. It's actually basically what civilization is. I talk about this so much. It's so easy to focus on the bad things, but take a second. Oh How incredible is this life we have? This life we've been born into. This civilization. And it's so easy to focus on the little bit that's not going well. Yeah, there are important things that are not going well, of course. But we take for granted all the things that are going right. There's so much going right in the world, little bunny. Yeah? And I'm doing my part to make it even better than when I found it. Have a net positive effect. All this economics talk. Net positive effect on civilization. Net positive impact. Excuse me. Impact has a cooler ring to it. I'm walking back down the hill. I gotta wrap it up. Because we gotta go on to the next thing. We're going on to like a beach or something. I don't know. I might pull out the recorder then, but I don't think I will be able to. I already am pushing it, sneaking off to have some time with my little bunny. Told him to go walk around the gift shop while I could have this time with you. So I might not be able to take you to the beach, but I'll take you to the beach another time for sure. Yeah, I think you won't get to go to the beach this time. But I sure will take you to the beach, little bunny. What were we talking about? Let me make sure we're still recording. Alright, we're good. It's a bit of a short episode. I'm really sorry, but I guess I'm on vacation. But it makes a vacation better to bring my little bunny along with me, you know. So, selfishly, I'm bringing you along with me to improve my vacation, to turn this win into an even bigger win. I just don't have enough time to spend an hour with you. Because I gotta go. Enable others to win. Yeah. I like that. Enabling other people to win. Sounds like a good job. Let's bring it back to you. What are some ways you could win? And don't give me this. Like, I don't know, but I could win. I don't think I'm good or anything. Shh. Little bunny. You quit that thing right now. You're so capable. Let me say that again. You're so capable. Capable. That's a good word. It's hard to say. Capable. Ooh, yeah. Little bunny, you're so capable. Ah, damn, that's hard. Little bunny, you're so capable. Ah, that's hard. I'll practice that. I'll get better at it. You just listen for it. I want you to perk your little bunny ears out for the next time your daddy says capable. Capable. I'm capable of speaking beautifully into a microphone. Directly into your little bunny ears. Yeah, what are you going to win at, little bunny? Let's pick a small win. I want you to win at something right after this podcast. Right after this episode. When the little Lindy's Garden theme plays. Oh, I gotta write you a poem. Okay. Okay. Gotta improvise. We're gonna rhyme win with something. Maybe begin. Begins and wins. I want you to brainstorm right now while I brainstorm. Like a daddy's little bunny. Da-da-da-da-da begins. Da-da-da-da-da with their daddy. The two of them always wins. Together with their daddy, the two of them always wins. So while I'm thinking of this, I want you to think of, like, it could be anything. You want to cook yourself some tasty food, create something out of nothing. Do you want to send a message to someone you've been wanting to send a message to? Like a message that makes you feel good. Yeah, let's pick a uplifting thing to do. Reach out to someone Do you want to draw something? Do you want to write your own poem? Something that inspires you? Do you want to dream about something? Do you want to... Yeah, dream about something you want to do, and then maybe take the very first step. It could be as simple as looking up a website or looking it up in TikTok or something like that. Get the algorithm to send you this stuff about this activity you want to do. What is it? Okay, you think of that while I quickly come up with the rest of this poem. And this is hard, little bunny. I'm tempted to turn it off and try and come up with one later. Okay, here we go. We're just going to improvise it. Ooh, okay. The little bunny used to lose before our story begins. But now with their daddy, together forever, this partnership always wins. That was pretty good. I had no idea how that was going to work when I said the first word. Except I knew the wins begins. Okay, little bunny. I gotta get back to some more winning on vacation. And even though I will not be able to give you some more podcasts or some more audios or TikToks or Instagram posts for the time being, I have you with me. I'm always thinking of you, and I'm going to give you another quick hand hug squeeze. So make your hand hug. And I'm going to give you a rapid burst. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. You feel me? I'm sending you a rapid burst of love. Okay, little bunny. Have a great, great week. I love you. I love you. I love you.